Mitt Romney, tell me, how did you do that? How did you get over $100 million in an IRA? And the reason I asked you, back in the day when they first came out in the early 80s, I tried to sell those things. And it seemed to be that the only thing that they would allow you to put like a couple of million, I mean, a couple of $1,000 in it, each year, and the money would grow and increase, and the interest would be tax deferred, and you had to keep it there until you were 59 and a half, and you took it out before then it was penalized. But no way would you have as much in there if you had the first one and started and put it in every year, the minimum amount or the maximum amount. So how did you do that? How do you have over $100 million? And the most that I can think of is some kind of way you put stuff inside of it that you undervalued, and now it has its true value, and you got over $100 million. I think the American people would be interested in knowing that. I would like to find out how you how you did it, and that would be probably important enough to have seminars around the country so that others could benefit from your tax knowledge. Now I know that you're a well-educated man. You're a Harvard graduate, got a law degree. When you left the school, you had this here knowledge and understanding about the tax code, and that understanding allowed you to go out and sell it, and it have made you a very wealthy man. Chances are you are a billionaire, and you might be, or well, not might be, you would be, if you won the election, would be the first billionaire that to be president of the United States. And there's something cool about that, because you would be have taken the first black man that was president down, and now you'd be the first billionaire that is a Mormon. And Mormons are very secretive. That's the way they was able to survive in this here country. And just this week, the Bloomberg Business Week came out with the money that the church have accumulated in this here country in a little bit of time that they've been here. $40 billion annually, over $8 billion from in tithes and offerings from their followers. So you are used to money, and you took that training, that faith in the Mormon precepts and teachings, and you have went out and manipulated the tax code, and you have earned, as I say, billionaire status and money, but you have totally devastated this country. If you look at your handiwork up in the Midwest, you'll see factories closed and stuff being shipped out. And over in foreign lands, you got bank accounts where you allow money to come in that you're doing business with, and to keep the foreign money from having to pay United States taxes. And that's right, your own testimony. So you are in cahoots with foreign entities to deny tax revenue to this here government, but yet you call your opponent something foreign. You got bank accounts in foreign countries, but yet you say Obama is the one that's going to harm and hurt this country. But Obama is black, and because Obama is black, uh, these 17 angry white men hate him because he has pledged to close up the loopholes and raise the rate. And many of them are the ones that believed in his hope and change rhetoric and contribute money to him and got him in office. But he had this great love for the people. He stood up and saw what Wall Street had did to this economy and how it had wrecked this nation, and he said, no way. And so they started looking for someone who could carry water for them. And there you are. You have been running, you said for 25 years you've been in the private sector, but you've been running for an office every day that you've been there. You took and bought all your computers when you left the governor's office after one term because you want to keep your secret. You're not going to tell us show us your business records. You're not going to reveal your tax returns. You're not going to tell us who are the people that are collecting cash for you. You're not going to do it because you know secrecy has been the thing that has kept your faith alive in this country. So you're going to keep that to yourself, come hell or high water. And what you're trying to do, you're trying to make it to Tampa, or if you can just get to Tampa, because you know if you can get to Tampa, it'll be too late to change. All of these people that your opponents that you devastated, blowed away in the primaries. They are out of it. And if they try to flip the script on your candidacy now, that sure enough would be a disaster for the conservative movement in this country. So they kind of stuck with you. And you're hoping that the millions, well, it's supposed to be $1 billion. This $1 billion that these here angry white people who have put up and threw money at your feet to remove Obama, you're hoping that that will be enough. And then your voter suppression. And with so much money, you're hoping you'll drown out in any positive message and the enthusiasm of your opponent will just cause you to walk in to the office of presidency. Well, may God forbid that such a thing should happen. May God forbid. And I say to you what Hillary, in one of your videos, what Hillary said to Barack Obama. Shame on you, Mitt Romney, for thinking that you can connive your way into this office. And if you should so be it, I pray that God will step in and forbid in Jesus' name.